Habitat for Humanity is building and renovating affordable housing in all 50 states and more than 70 countries around the world. Here in Oklahoma, they're tweaking a very successful formula to increase the number of homes they're able to complete. Alisa Hines has our report.
Measure it, nail it, and put it together.
A new neighborhood is springing up in North Tulsa, a $35 million initiative that Cameron Walker, CEO of Green Country Habitat for Humanity, says because of an affordable housing crisis in the U.S. is much needed.
We kicked that off this past Saturday with a groundbreaking at a 10-home development called Peace Point, which we were very excited to take part in.
But unlike Habitat for Humanity's homes of the past, these homes are built by skilled labor for a good reason.
We've really had to shift how we do business. We're known as a volunteer-driven organization. We love our volunteers. We've just determined that in order to build 100+ homes a year, we had to kind of change things up. So we're incorporating quite a few more contractors now that really cut down on the time frame of the construction projects and help us keep costs under control.
More homes means more homeowners. And new homeowner Samantha Faulkner is eager to move in.
I'm very excited. It'll be me and my 2 kids. We've actually been working on this for a long time, but it's been worth it, for sure.
For Samantha, home ownership wouldn't have been possible without the help from Habitat for Humanity.
So many low and moderate income homeowners across the country simply cannot access credit in the traditional way. So we act as really a bridge between the homeowners and these financial institutions to create these relationships that we hope over time will allow a homeowner like the homeowner of this house to build equity, build wealth.
Wealth building that Habitat partner George Kaiser Family Foundation's Josh Miller says is critically important and is making each family's economic trajectory successful.
GKFF believes that, providing high quality inclusive housing is an important, complement for family wealth building and stability. And it's an important piece of revitalizing neighborhoods. And so Habitat provides, that high quality, affordable, mixed income, inclusive housing in there that builds wealth for families.
Bill Major is the executive director of the Ann and Henry Zero Foundation and says the project is a good fit for their organization.
Over the last 6 years, we've invested just over $9 million. A lot of that was to build their capacity and help them create a Boomtown Development Company. So that they could move from an organization that was building, maybe 20 to 30 houses a year to something that was more substantial.
Now, even though new homeowners aren't helping build their home, they still have classes to attend.
We've increased the amount of in-class education significantly. We've broadened the coursework to include not only financial literacy, credit counseling, but we're also doing some home improvement work. And so we really want to equip our homeowners for the responsibility of home ownership.
And Samantha is thrilled.
So I actually learned a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff, because I was like, okay, I'm about to have a home, now what? But they were like, okay, we have these classes. I learned about lawn care, how to make a toilet stop running. So a lot of helpful information went along with that process.
With 16 Habitat for Humanity programs around Oklahoma, they not only revitalize communities, but provide even more.
We're not only providing hundreds and hundreds of jobs in the construction trades every year, but the amount of sales tax that the homeowners are putting into the county is huge. And that directly impacts the neighborhood schools, the investment there. Not only provide housing, but also improve the neighborhood as a whole. So it's an important piece in kind of the ecosystem in a city. We can't build them fast enough.
And Samantha thinks the houses are perfect.
100%. I would highly recommend for sure, especially for single moms. This house just feels safe.
Another excited customer on the journey to home ownership, one house at a time. Alisa Hines, the Oklahoma News Report.
Alisa, thank you. Cameron Walker tells us that they plan on building at least 55 houses this year, almost double the 20 to 30 homes they would have completed in the past.